really heavy.
Airrack is known for sneaking into the world's largest events.
I'm Eric. I am getting into the Superbowl. We are inside of the festival. So much for what this channel is built on is sneaking in videos.
So what are we gonna do?
We're gonna sneak into his event.
And after a million attempts at that intro,
Airrack is known. What is going on? Airrack is known for sneaking. Is it recording?
we were officially ready to plan the heist. To celebrate hitting 10 million subscribers, Airrack was throwing the world's largest pizza party, located at the prestigious YouTube Theater in LA. But there's a problem. The event starts in 5 hours, and we have no plan. So, we got to work. We scoped out the building, identified the entry points, and brainstormed every option for sneaking in. From using Airrack's methods to going undercover as Pizza Hut employees. Hut, hut, heist. Pizza Hut, you can thank me later for your new catchphrase. And this is when we came up with the perfect plan.
We're gonna buy a bunch of water bottles
Pretend to be volunteers, sneak into the building.
and hand deliver a bottle to Airrack himself with a secret message.
What could possibly go wrong?
Turns out, a lot. We acquired the water and drove to the venue, which was an impenetrable fortress with security stationed at every entrance. So of course, we were immediately stopped.
We're volunteers for this. We're super late. Is there a specific entrance for volunteers?
Oh, okay, thank you.
So
far, so good.
we told them we're part of the volunteer team, and then they just moved the cones away for us and told us to come in.
All right, on to the next step.
Our one goal is to deliver water to the people.
Really heavy.
So we're carrying the water, and we immediately see security in a golf cart.
They literally flagged us down and asked us if they could help us take the water to the staff entrance. And we were like, hell yeah!
The security's bringing the water for us.
At the front entrance.
So we tell them we're volunteers.
But the lady at the staff gate was having none of it. She was like, okay, so where's your volunteer wristband? And we were like,
That's when things got bad.
And she was like, I don't even know what to do with you guys.
And it was only getting worse.
When she said that, I don't know what to do with you, I was like, oh no.
Please don't send us to jail.
She asked us a million questions, kept our water, and told us to go to the volunteer entrance. But when we got there, they said,
They weren't allowing any more volunteers in.
I actually thought we're probably gonna turn around and go home.
we felt so defeated. Our volunteer story wasn't working, we lost our water, and our chances of getting Airrack that secret message dropped to 0. So we sat around for like 20 minutes thinking of what to do next, which is when we decided to try our luck at another entrance.
We said we were volunteers. We specifically said, hey, we've been carrying water like all day. We're just trying to get in.
And the wristbands have run out and we were helping out earlier.
And luck was on our side because...
He actually let us
I
in!
couldn't believe it.
Friends!
And just like that, the heist was back on. Like super spies, we quickly blended into the environment and then got distracted by a beautiful sunset. But just after getting inside, we saw security walking right towards us.
And we're like,
And security asked us,
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have any water?
I was like, what water?
and he's like, oh, you know, the water you put down. And we're like,
We were like,
oh.
oh no, we haven't got it. And he was like, you have to go back. They've been holding it for you. And we were like, okay.
the water was critical for how we were gonna hand that secret message to Airrack. So we had to go get it.
So we got to the gate, and bearing in mind I was petrified of this lady like half an hour ago.
But since she saw us coming from the inside of the building this time,
She was so nice to us, wasn't she? She was like, I've been guarding your water for ages. So many people have been trying to take it.
She's like, here's your water. But she's like, can I possibly have one? We're like, of course, here.
Something.
Like, do you want 3? Do you want 4?
with our water in hand, we walked back into the theater, which was when we saw...
A mountain of water bottles.
An actual mountain, and it was a completely different brand than what we had. So we stuck out like a sore thumb.
Like, here was our water compared to their water. But we stayed calm and moved on.
And so we ended up asking a guard for directions.
Yeah, we said we're from the volunteers, and he was like, oh, it's for the volunteers. Yeah, that's this way in the elevator.
We have our next objective, the elevator.
But just after we got inside, the doors reopened and a few people entered.
And the guy in there's wearing a YouTube theatre lanyard, so he clearly works there. We asked him to hit the 6th floor, and he looks at us and says,
You mean the floor that no one's supposed to be on?
and it was the longest 3 seconds of my life. I was like, yeah, is that not where the volunteers are?
He like stops again and glares at us. And he's like, yeah, that's where the volunteers are. I'm like, oh my God.
My heart was like, oh.
We snuck past a barrier, down a long hallway, and found a group of people all wearing these yellow hats.
We walked in, everyone's eyes were on us. I was like, oh my god, they're onto us. My overwhelming thought at this point was, they're gonna have another mountain of water here, just like they had downstairs, and we're gonna look like idiots. Right. And all of a sudden, a girl ran up to us and she was like, water! I've been waiting for this for hours.
We're like greeted like heroes at this point. Like, thank you.
I was mind blown at this point, mind blown. And they were like, yeah, come around here, put it on the side. And everyone starts running for the water like they've been parched for hours. And I have no idea why these people were not given any water all day.
Everyone was so thirsty.
So the girl in charge didn't even ask if we were volunteers.
Yeah, and she said it's you two and one other, like as if they were expecting people.
Yeah, expecting 3 people. And we were like, no. I was like, no, just us 2.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, okay.
We were given yellow hats, makeshift clipboards, and were taught the criteria for counting for the official Guinness record for the world's largest pizza party. And just like that, we blended in like ingredients in a blender. Because, you know, they mix together. You get it, huh? That was until
a security guard we'd never seen before walked directly over to us and asked us, and bearing in mind there's 50 volunteers.
50.
And I was like, does he know everyone here? Like, why does he know that we're the odd ones out?
We're all wearing the yellow caps at this point. And I just blurted out, I'm like, yeah, we do.
It was so funny. You were like, at this point, we've got the water in, we've come this far. Like,
I've been
yes,
instructed how to count for the Guinness World Record group. Like, I've done so much.
but
He didn't respond, he didn't say a word. He just looked at me, tilted his head, and kind of gradually just walked off. At this point, my heart was pounding because I thought he was gonna go and get his other security friends, come back. Because there's 50 other people in the room, I thought he knew we must not belong to them. Then, every time the lift went and someone came up, I was like, oh my god, we need to duck.
We're gonna go to jail.
so when we were told we actually weren't needed for the world record counting, we thought before security comes back, this is the
perfect opportunity to
sneak away. We're getting good at this now, huh?
Yeah.
We crept back into the main theater, shrouded in darkness, only to find ourselves a floor above the main stage. And how ironic, they were talking about his infamous sneaking in videos.
Oh, when we snuck in,
The table's very important.
Just as we were sneaking in above. You know, it's pretty similar, okay? Peering over the chairs, that's when we saw Airrack. And with no water in hand, it was all going according to plan.
We're ready to go. We're ready to go. I need you guys to get ready for this. Everybody get in your eating position, whatever that means.
Airrack, I don't know what that means, but the party was about to start, so it was now or never. So we rushed downstairs, tucked our secret note into the label of a water bottle, and entered the main theater. With our yellow hats and clipboards, we looked like Guinness World Record officials, which meant we could casually walk to the very front of the stage. The whole room was eating pizza as part of the world record, so we pretended to count, waiting for our moment to shine, which is when we got Eric's attention.
And then here we are, like literally 10 feet away from him.
I've got a water bottle in my hand, a note in it, and he's throwing distance away, and I'm like, we're actually gonna do this.
But still, there were cameramen and security all around us.
We could get kicked out at any second to like try to throw something.
Yeah, exactly. I was terrified.
But we danced with our fears and seized our destiny. Although we did it, we actually hadn't succeeded yet.
So he drinks from the water bottle and we realize.
He's not even seen the notes.
So at this point I'm still worried, like plan might not work at all. What if he puts the water bottle down or throws it away or something? So I pull out a water bottle and I look at him and I point at the label. And he looks at the bottle and he sees the note.
And then he walked off in the other direction because I don't think he wanted to pull it out and read it on camera not knowing what it was gonna say.
Which is when he read this message. Dear Airrack, this is a gift from the Mafia. That's what his fans are called. Thank you for showing us that anything is possible.
Thank you.
No, thank you, man.
I appreciate it.
Success! Super spies. How did it feel?
I was in disbelief the entire time. How have we actually pulled this off? Literally like the day before you had the idea, was it not?
Yeah, it was.
The day before.
And it was just the next day we spent a few hours planning it and here we are now.
know.
All this is to show that you can literally do anything. With the right idea, the right plan, the right teammate. and persistence. Like, you can see more success than you ever dreamed of. Just do it. What's the worst that could happen?
Jail is the worst.
Don't go to jail.
With our mission accomplished, we celebrated with pizza, bribed our way into the VIP lounge, took some pics, had a cheeky drink, and danced with Young Gravy. So my friend, follow your crazy dreams.
Commit yourself to not caring what anybody thinks.
And then just watch the magic happen.
We did it!